Welcome to the world of ancient Egypt, a civilization shrouded in mystery, rich with culture, and filled with stories that have intrigued us for millennia. Today, we're diving into 10 incredible facts about ancient Egypt that you might not know. Let's start with one of the biggest misconceptions. Contrary to popular belief, the builders of the Great Pyramids were not slaves. Instead, they were skilled workers and laborers who were well-fed and taken care of. Archaeological discoveries of nearby workers' villages provide evidence of their organized and valued contributions. Their burial sites reveal that these men and women were honored for their work, true contributors to the massive feats of engineering we still marvel at today. Next, we have Cleopatra VII, the last ruler of Egypt. Surprisingly, Cleopatra wasn't actually Egyptian. She was of Greek origin, a descendant of Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals who took control of Egypt after Alexander's death. Despite this, Cleopatra embraced Egyptian culture, even learning to speak the Egyptian language, making her one of history's most fascinating and influential leaders. The Egyptians had a deep love and respect for cats. They believed that cats were protectors, embodying the goddess Bastet, the deity of home, fertility, and protection. Cats were so revered that killing one, even accidentally, was punishable by death. Families mourned their cats by shaving their eyebrows, and some cats were even mummified to accompany their owners into the afterlife. While ancient Egyptian art depicts pharaohs as slim and fit, the reality was often very different. Many pharaohs, including the famed Hatshepsut, were likely overweight or even obese. The lavish diet of the royal family, rich in bread, beer, honey, and fatty foods, contributed to this. Modern medical scans of mummies have even revealed conditions related to obesity, like diabetes. One of the enduring mysteries of Egypt is the missing nose of the great Sphinx of Giza. Contrary to the myth that Napoleon's soldiers shot it off, the truth is far more intriguing. Historical evidence suggests that a religious fanatic destroyed the nose in the 14th century. Muhammad Saim al-Dar, a Sufi Muslim, disapproved of people worshiping the Sphinx as a deity, so he damaged the statue in protest. Ancient Egyptian medicine was far ahead of its time. They practiced surgery, dentistry, and even knew how to set broken bones. Their knowledge of herbal remedies included treatments with garlic and honey. One of the most famous medical texts, the Edwin Smith Papyrus, offers insight into their surgical techniques, including treating head injuries. Makeup wasn't just for looks in ancient Egypt. It held religious and protective significance. Both men and women applied black eyeliner, or kohl, around their eyes, believing it invoked the protection of the gods, particularly Horus and Ra. They thought it could ward off evil spirits and disease, and modern studies suggest the makeup may have had antibacterial properties. Ancient Egypt was also responsible for one of the earliest recorded peace treaties. After the Battle of Kadesh, a brutal conflict between the Egyptians and the Hittites, Pharaoh Ramses II and Hattusili III, the Hittite king, agreed to a treaty of mutual respect and non-aggression. This treaty is so significant that a copy of it is on display at the United Nations headquarters in New York. Women in ancient Egypt enjoyed more rights than their counterparts in many other ancient civilizations. They could own property, initiate divorce, and even manage businesses. Some, like Hatshepsut and Cleopatra, rose to power as rulers of Egypt. Women's legal rights were nearly equal to those of men, making ancient Egypt remarkably progressive in terms of gender equality. Finally, let's talk about mummification. The process wasn't simply wrapping bodies in linen, it was an intricate and sacred ritual. The internal organs, except for the heart, were removed and the body was dried with natron for 40 days. Prayers and rituals accompanied the process, and protective amulets were placed within the wrappings to safeguard the deceased on their journey to the afterlife. From building the Great Pyramids to medical breakthroughs, and from powerful female rulers to the sacred art of mummification, ancient Egypt was a civilization of awe-inspiring achievements and remarkable stories. These 10 facts are just a glimpse into the rich legacy of the pharaohs, a legacy that continues to captivate us today.
For more interesting facts, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and share.